We're going head to head in a rides race around Disney World.
With a huge twist. The park closes 4 hours early.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Rides race in EPCOT has begun. We are doing something a little bit different today, specifically because we arrived at the park and all of a sudden, for some reason we didn't check and we were just hit with the news. Hey, surprise, the park closes at 5. A whole 4 hours before the park was supposed to close, which means now we have only this amount of time to ride as many things as possible, do as many things as possible. And that can be super stressful, but it's okay. We're gonna get through it together. The other thing I wanna say is that sometimes this can happen. Typically, if it's over at Magic Kingdom, they're closing for, you know, Mickey's Not So Scary, Mickey's Very Merry, things like that. But if you do happen to see that during your stay, it's typically because there is some sort of event happening that night, whether it be a Disney event or sometimes it's a corporate event where, you know, large companies buy out basically the entire park for the evening for their employees. Sometimes it's a thank you for like a cast member appreciation scenario for people who've been working there for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. Anyway, we're doing something different today. Because the park is going to close, I decided to see if I can rope drop Ratatouille's Adventure. Now, if you're coming from the front of the park, this is not something we normally recommend. Because the park is closing so early, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to grab a lightning lane for this. I do have lightning lane multi-pass. Today, for this ride race, we had the option of choosing a single pass or multi-pass. I chose multi-pass at 9:10. It's about a 45-minute wait. And that's because, you know, not because I'm slow, it's because of early entry. Early entry is where resort guests get access to the park 30 minutes before normal park guests. So people have been waiting in line for 30 minutes or so. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is a trackless dark ride where you are shrunken down to the size of a mouse and you're literally helping Remy prepare a feast for his family, but he's got to use the human kitchen, which is huge, it's giant, it's large. And you're being chased around by chefs who do not want rats in their kitchen. I get it, trust me, but still, you know, I don't know, maybe just give him a piece of cheese or something. You don't have to be so mean, but yeah, I understand the cleanliness of all of that.
It's a rides race day today. I feel like when a rides race day is here, my brain has to like reset because I'm like excited and nervous and ready to do this. I'm hoping to redeem myself today, you know, and maybe steal the one from Sage this time. We'll see how it goes, but I have an all new strategy for today. Different park though. EPCOT is very, very different than Animal Kingdom, and today is a little bit of we had a little bit of a curveball today because EPCOT actually closes at 5 p.m. I think that that's actually a good thing because maybe if you're coming to Disney World and you find yourself in a situation just like we are today, we're going to show you that you can do as much as you can. You can make the most of your day, even if it's not the ideal times. And yeah, we're just going to roll with it. It's all about rolling with the punches, having your magical day no matter what. And my magical day consists of doing my best during this ride race. Now, we are right here, Spaceship Earth. That is what I'm going to do first because it is a walk-on at 5 minutes. Spaceship Earth is a slow-moving dark ride that takes you through human evolution, or how we advanced with technology and nature and learning and understanding, and it's super cool. And we go through history and it is iconic. It is inside of the Spaceship Earth, which is the famous EPCOT ball, and I love it. Just stepped into the park and already on a ride. Let's go. Woo. That was so much fun. I love getting to do Spaceship Earth immediately when I walk into EPCOT. It just feels like the most iconic ride, and it really gets you in like the vibe, the EPCOT vibe. So I chose multi-pass as my little helper for the day. I selected my 3 lightning lanes 3 days ago because as a non-resort guest, the earliest I get to pick them is 3 days in advance. However, if you're a Disney Resort guest, you get to pick it 7 days in advance. So, pretty good perk, but I chose Living with the Land as my first lightning lane, and that is at 9:45. So, I'm debating. Yeah, I'm not debating, that's just my choice. So, it is currently 9:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the Land Pavilion to do Living with the Land, and I'm hoping once I scan in, I can go ahead and select my next lightning lane and cross my fingers and hope it could be Soarin', because that would be perfect since it is in the land pavilion as well. So yeah, quick tip. Once you scan, immediately hop back into your My Disney Experience app to select your next lightning lane. You want to make the most of multi-pass, and that's the way to do it. Just stay on top of those lightning lane selections.
I was only in line for about 17 minutes, so I posted 45, waited in line for 17. Solid rope drop strategy. Feeling good about it.
And here it is, living with the land. Now it is 5 minutes, and you might be thinking, well, why do you need a lightning lane for a walk-on ride? Well, it was the earliest lightning lane I could get, and it's good to go ahead and get the earliest lightning lane possible. So once you scan into it, all the tiers just disintegrate, kind of. There's no more tier system. So when you first initially selected 3 lightning lanes, there is tier 1, which is going to be all of your popular attractions. In this case, for Epcot, you have Frozen, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and Soarin'. And then all the other attractions like Living with the Land, Journey into Imagination, Spaceship Earth, Mission Space is tier 2. So you can only select 1 from tier 1, the other 2 from tier 2. But once you scan in, the tiers no longer exist. So all those top attractions in tier 1 that you weren't able to pick are now eligible for you to select. So that is why it's a good idea to go grab the first one you see. It's a strategy. Living with the Land is a soothing boat ride that takes you through the active greenhouses here at Epcot. So they use a lot of the, a lot of the fruits and veggies that they grow for their dishes here at their restaurants, and even for food and wine. And currently there's a food and wine overlay. They have really cool holiday overlays or themed after their festivals.
Because the park closes at 5 today, we are going to have to skip some of the longer attractions, longer waits, and longer shows, because again, the goal is to do as much as possible today. I think I am going to stick a majority to rides because we only have until 5 and it is a rides race after all. But I was thinking, I'm already in France. Should I go see the Beauty and the Beast sing along? It's a 20-25 minute show. I was like, nah, maybe I'll stop by, see Canada far and wide. I don't know. Now, typically, if I didn't have Lightning Lane, I'd make my way over to Norway to do that next, but I have a Lightning Lane for that. And I did opt for getting Frozen instead of Remy's when I booked my Lightning Lanes 3 days ago, because I've always, in my own experience, I've always been able to pull a lightning lane for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and for Frozen it's been much harder, so I wanted to make sure I secured that and rope dropped Remy's.
Soarin' takes you on a journey through the world. You sit on a hand glider-like vehicle, and you're inside of a theater, but trust me, it really immerses you, and it feels like you are flying high above different countries. You get to visit the Great Wall of China, you get to see the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and it all ends with returning to Epcot, and you get to see Tinkerbell and fireworks, and it is magnificent.
Soarin's only a 15-minute wait, so I figured that's next on our list for our rope drop time. And we'll just continue to meet some characters, do some rides. I think next I am going to actually go meet some characters over at Mickey and Friends. It's still a 10-minute wait, but you meet 3 friends for 1 queue, and that's 3 points right there. Soarin' Around the World, 15-minute wait, let's go. Soarin' Around the World is a motion simulator attraction. It's a hang gliding motion simulator attraction where you fly over absolutely gorgeous views. We're talking like Fiji, the Eiffel Tower. I would call this the more relaxed version of Flight of Passage. It's still got that, like the giant screen and you are moving and tilting, but this just feels like, wow, look at all the views, it's so pretty. All right, we're about to get to the end here. Typically, when you see a posted wait time at Disney World, they start the time at the beginning of the queue and they end the time right when the Lightning Lane and Standby Line merge. That was a walk-on. Yeah, I just walked right on. So, whee!
line, which is going to be for Nemo and Friends, the Seas of Nemo and Friends. And it's available right now, so I'm gonna head over there. But Soarin' was my third attraction. It's only 10:30. I'm feeling confident. I'm not feeling as anxious as I did my last ride race, because I think once you dip your toes in the water, you're like, all right, I'm all in, and you jump in, and that's what I'm doing today. And I learned a lot from last time, and I'm hoping I apply it correctly today. So let's go.
All right, I checked the app, and Mickey and Friends is already up to 30 minutes, which isn't bad, but I think I'm gonna save that to be the very last thing I do at the end of the day. Just go bam, 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 get those final 3 points. For now, I think looking at the wait times for everything, and I have all the lightning lanes really I need for the rest of the day. Yes, at 10:10, I have all the lightning lanes I need for the rest of the day. I think let's just hang out in the land. So we're gonna do Living with the Land, then we'll do Awesome Planet, and then see what happens from there. Welcome to Living with the Land, where it's a slow-moving boat ride through beautiful scenescapes and Epcot's greenhouse that teaches you about agriculture and how we're trying to help future farmers of America, as well as see some of the vegetables and food that you can actually eat here around the parks that have been growing here at Living with the Land. It's very cool.
Takes you aboard a clamshell as you journey through the story of the movie Finding Nemo. Except it's not the movie. Nemo's just being silly and kind of playing hide and seek without Dory and Marlin knowing, but it takes you through a lot of very similar events. Super fun and great if you're a Finding Nemo fan. The Seas of Nemo and Friends is actually one of my favorite queues. One, because it truly looks like you're underwater with the lighting. But two, it is nice and cool in here. Great to hide away from the sun. I made it apart!
Perfect. 9 minutes. Okay, 9 minutes to the next show. That means I can finish my soda. Awesome Planet is about a 10-minute show. It really is just a short film to teach you a little bit about conservation. It's all like National Geographic like images, and he's basically selling it to you as if you're buying Earth, as if it's you're like a first-time owner like of a house. He's like a real estate agent for Earth. It's very cute. That concept is very cute. But as far as the overall message, it's just about, hey, we're always learning, we're always improving. We can do a little better. So, if you want to, conserve water, land, electricity, do that, because that'll be better for the future.
Just got out of the Seas of Nemo and Friends. I've been checking the My Disney Experience app because the lightning lane I really want to acquire is Frozen Ever After. It's been down for the majority of the morning since park opening, and I checked it right now. There's no multi-pass selection available, but it's a 20-minute wait. So I think I'm gonna head over to World Showcase, just go as fast as I can, which is not very fast right now. I'm too chill for what I'm trying to do, but I think I'm gonna head over there and hope that it doesn't go up too much, because I believe it just recently reopened. And of course I'll keep checking the app to see if there are any lightning lanes available, but I'll see you in World Showcase. Wish me luck. That was so nice. The family overheard me and said good luck. So you know what? I got this. I'm gonna take that as a sign.
We got good news and bad news. The bad news is there's no good news. I'm kidding. The good news is we've accomplished everything at the land. The bad news is we've accomplished everything at the land. I like the land. It's very retro Epcot. I am actually gonna go over. It's time for my lightning lane for Journey to Imagination, which we do not need, but we're gonna scan it anyway because we have it. We get Journey to Imagination, and then we're gonna hang out in this area and do both of the characters. that are over there. Currently, the app just say Joy and Figment are both meeting today. We'll meet both those characters, and we'll continue on our little journey.
Frozen Ever After is at a 35-minute wait, so I normally went up 15 minutes. I'll take it. Frozen Ever After can easily be an hour wait on a typical EPCOT day. It is one of the most popular attractions here, understandably so. Who doesn't love Frozen? But this takes you on a slow-moving boat ride. So it takes you through Arendelle. You're actually invited to Elsa's Ice Palace. The gates are open for the first time in forever. And it is amazing. As a Frozen fan, this lives up to all of my Frozen dreams. And it's spectacular, which is why it's so popular.
Figment is there. I would say this is about a 15-minute wait. Could be much worse, but I think it's important to make this happen because one, I was just looking at the app, and most character meet and greets, they like their last set of the day is at 3:45. Because the park closes at 5, so we're gonna have to make, some sacrifices here. Also, I did chat with a cast member, and Joy is not here, which I should have looked at the app further. I just saw her face, but there are no set times, so maybe it was a glitch in the app. I don't know. That's the one thing that I've noticed about meet and greets regarding the app. Sometimes meet and greet app situations, they can be a little wonky, like set times could be wrong, or they might not be there, or maybe they're still there, but this app says they've gone for the day. So that's the one thing that I struggle with the My Disney Experience app regarding meet and greets. Typically, the My Disney Experience app is extremely helpful, but this is one instance where I'm like, come on, guys. Oh, the line is moving really quick, actually. All right, I think we're gonna be okay. Hello there, how are you? It's good to see you. So I'm playing a game with a friend today to do as many things as possible, see as many friends as possible. So I want to say thank you for hopefully helping me win. Can we take a picture? Amazing. You know what's wild? The longest wait in the park right now at 55 minutes is meeting Anna and Elsa. Those girls are popular. I get it though. I think I've said before, right, on the channel, I think already, yeah. I think I've already said on the channel before that my daughter moved on from her Moana phase to her Frozen phase. I mean, she still loves Hey Hey, but now she really loves Elsa. So I gotta bring her by to meet that girl. The Seas with Nemo and Friends is another slow-moving dark ride attraction. This time you're in a clamshell and you're being guided through a kind of retelling of Pixar's Finding Nemo. I mean, Nemo's been found already, but now he's playing hide and seek in the exact same locations that took place in the movie. So, I mean, like, everybody's fine. Like, Nemo was not captured again. He's just actively hiding from his parents. He's being a little bit of a scoundrel, a little bit of a troubled teen at this point. Want to see what it looks like when a guy is trapped in a clamshell? Help! Help! I'm trapped in a clamshell. All right, while we're here, amazing, 3 minutes until the next show. Now, it'll say 15 on the posted wait time, but the cast member at the front knows when the next show it really is, like if one just let in and all that kind of stuff. But we're about to see Turtle Talk with Crush, which is about a 10-minute interactive show. It is live entertainment because there is an actor playing Crush. Basically, Crush from Finding Nemo, he is in this big tank, but he thinks we're in a human tank because we're getting a view from the ocean apparently. And you actually do get to interact with him. You can ask him questions. He's going to ask you questions. It's very fun and great for the young ones.
warm because I got absolutely soaked and I wasn't expecting it. If you're like in the back 2 rows, expect to get wet. Not too bad, nothing like Tiana's Bayou Adventure or Kali River Rapids, but you do get a little bit of water on you, and the water is cold. Understandably so, we were in Elsa's Ice Palace, but that was fun and that was great. I feel like it was a little less than 45 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and say 30-35, and I think it's getting near the time for my Remy's Ratatouille Adventure Lightning Lane, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my way over to France since it is quite a few steps away. I don't know what happened to my brain there. So far, honestly, the lines haven't been too bad, and I think that is because the park is closing earlier than usual. So it is a little sad that we don't get to hang out in the park as much as we want to, but a big plus is that there isn't as many people here. So see, you always gotta look on the bright side of things. Okay, just kidding. So Anna and Elsa are actually meeting here at Royal Summer House, and I'm not gonna do the same mistake I did last time at Animal Kingdom, and I almost did it again, which is forget about the characters. The characters are great, especially because meeting Anna and Elsa gives me 2 points. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the line. I believe there's a 40-minute wait, but my experience with lines is sometimes it's not that long. There is a little bit of a line, so maybe it is, but I still have enough time to do this and then make it to my lightning lane for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. So I'm gonna go meet Anna and Elsa, and it's perfect because we just did Frozen Ever After, so it's the Frozen vibes.
Definitely a super cute show. The actors did a really great job. It's, you know, like thinking about, they literally have to like wrangle an entire crowd of children without even being in the room, and it's always really impressive. So mad respect to the actors who could do that. But anyway, great show, great for the kids. We gotta move on to one of my, I'm actually really like this attraction. I was here for opening day and I was like, you know what, I think I really like this. This is Journey of Water inspired by Moana. What it does is it teaches you about the water cycle and water conservation through the story of Moana. Within Journey of Water, there are some fun interactive water effects. You can wave to water, it'll wave back to you. You can put your hands in some water and it'll play music. Basically trying to get the message across that we are all connected through water. The water cycle, it's all connected, and we are connected through water itself. Don't worry if you don't want to get wet. There's always a dry path, so don't sweat it. Walking it backwards. Whoa! All right. Yay, bathrooms. That's some really great photo ops. Look at that gorgeous Tafiti. Before I get too far, it looks like Pluto is meeting right now, and Moana is about to meet in 20 minutes. So I figured if they don't have crazy long lines, just quickly let's say hi to them. They each count as a point because they both have lines. The things that don't count for this rides race: roaming characters, found entertainment, drive-by entertainment, where you know it doesn't like, you know, you're not sitting down, or it's not like an actual like posted wait time for a show, or you know, things like that. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. All right, Pluto, so I'm playing a game with some friends, and whoever meets the most friends today is the winner. So fingers crossed, you're helping me win. Fingers crossed. Do you mind if we take a picture? Moana's a huge line, like really big. Typically, with my experience that I've had specifically at EPCOT, I have noticed to never ever show up at the time that it says that they're starting, because they see it on the app and they go, oh, okay, so that's where the meet and greet is, and they all show up at the exact same time. Typically, I would say it's like halfway through their set time, everything kind of starts to die down, and the wait becomes a lot more reasonable. So I don't know if I'm going to meet Moana today. I might just have to, again, because the park is closing at 5. I'm also skipping Disney's Pixar short festival, the 25-minute movie over there. I just don't think we have the time for it. I think we're going to start a journey around World Showcase. All right, first stop, Canada. We're going to do a little Canada Far and Wide, which is basically just a short, sweet, simple 10-minute video narrated by Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, Canadians themselves. And they're showing you all that Canada has to offer. It's cute, it's silly, it's sweet. And shows do run continuously. Now hopefully if we time this right, which again, because it runs continuously, there are no times on the map, so it doesn't, you know, we don't really know. But it doesn't look like any of the thing is letting out quite yet. So I'm hoping that our show is about to be done, then they can let us in. Look at this gorgeous waterfall, yes! Gorgeous. Canada Far and Wide in 4 minutes. That's fantastic news. Of course, Canada Far and Wide is presented to you in the round 360 all the way around you. So, funny enough, I didn't get it on camera because I was taking the picture and all the kind of stuff, but Pluto was basically miming to me all the characters I can meet all around. He definitely wants me to meet Winnie the Pooh, so I'm definitely gonna have to come over here. That's why I'm here in the UK. He did a Mulan pose. He was very excited about Mulan. So I am going to hop in here and hopefully meet Winnie the Pooh. I actually think this meet and greet is super cute because you get to go into Christopher Robin's bedroom, and it's kind of a hidden meet and greet. It's all the way in the back of the UK. So you have the gondola and a little stage up here for the band. But Winnie the Pooh's meet and greet, as you see this little red fixture, whatever it is. If you go to the right, that's where Winnie the Pooh's meeting. Doesn't look to be a line for it at all. So maybe just us. Hello, how are you? It's good to see. You're hungry? Yeah, I get it. I totally understand.
Anytime. I promise we'll get you some. I promise.
Yes. Well, your room is gorgeous. Absolutely. 100 Acre Woods outside. Yeah. That's right. That's where you barge and play. Well, this is amazing. You look so cool in here. I love it. Well, do you mind if we take a picture? I'm currently playing a game with my friend to meet as many friends as possible. So hopefully meeting you. Oh yes. Hi. So hopefully meeting you is helping me win. Yeah, shall we? Okay. That was crazy. Literally no one was there to see him. Like there was one person in front of me, but that was it. That was awesome. More people should go say hi to Pooh, or not. Leave him there for me. That's fine too. He was so sweet. We talked about his room for a long time, kind of, and then I was. Then I was like, oh, no one is waiting, so like maybe I can like ask for something like fun and silly. So I asked for a mirror picture, but like I panicked and I like didn't do a good mirror picture, but it's fine because I like have it and that's fun. But I was like, oh gosh, this is fun and I don't want to take up too much of your time. Can we just do this real quick? And I just panicked, but I kind of got it. Now, this is the International Gateway, and typically there are a couple characters out here, but this line is pretty far back. Who are they meeting? Cinderella's over here. Well, yeah, why not? Okay, there are two different lines. Oh, so we have Daisy over there and Cinderella. Yeah. So from time to time, here by the International Gateway, over in America, and sometimes over by the World Showplace, which is between Canada and UK, surprise characters, sometimes even rare characters, will come out. Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm just wonderful. I've had the loveliest morning.
Amazing. What are you doing all the way out here?
You know, I'm looking for my mice friends, Jack and Gus.
I see.
I think they might be hiding around here somewhere.
Very cool. Well, I'm playing a game with my friend today to meet as many friends as possible. So, fingers crossed. Thank you, hopefully, for helping me win.
Oh, of course.
Do you mind if we take a picture? Hello, how are you? Daisy, Queen, I'm living. Yes. And yes, you've been busy in the kitchen. Absolutely. Anything delicious, like maybe a pie? Yes, perfect. I can tell. I love it. Well, I'm playing a game with some friends today to meet as many friends as possible. And honestly, I think my other friend hasn't come over here to meet you yet, so I think this is a win.
Hi, Anna. How are you? You look beautiful today. I was really looking forward to meeting you and your sister today.
We're having a sister day together. I'm so excited, Elsa. We should build a snowman or maybe drink some hot chocolate.
Hi, Elsa. How are you? Thank you. I love your glitter. It's like magical snow dust.
Like Olaf's little permafrost.
I love it.
Have you your seagull off anywhere?
I did. I actually went over to the boat ride. Your ice palace is amazing.
Oh, so you probably saw Marshmallow too.
Yes, oh, he is so scary but so sweet at the same time.
You know, he's sort of like a big teddy bear,
Yeah.
but sometimes just a little grumpy.
Yeah, I
think
get
he just
it.
needs a little bit of chocolate.
I am skipping France altogether. The Beauty and the Beast sing-along is just far too long, just for one point. And Aurora is actually not here anymore. She has sets later on today, but there's a big chunk in the day that is missing characters, specifically Aurora and Jasmine. Their last set was like 11:30 and they're not back until like 1:30. Hi, hello, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking.
It's great to meet you.
Thank you. Are we having fun seeing the world here?
I am. I'm actually playing a game with some friends today, so whoever can meet the most new friends as possible is the winner.
Oh, what a wonderful game.
So fingers crossed. I'm hoping you give me that good book energy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Awesome.
Everything just pops right out of a storybook here.
Exactly. Do you mind if we take a picture?
Bonjour. We are currently in France, and it is about 12:45. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wait till I can use my lightning lane for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure at 12:55. And I was hoping to get to meet Aurora, but Aurora is not coming out here until 1:20, so we'll see if by the time I get out of Remy, it won't be too far from when Aurora is gonna meet. It's currently at 50 minutes, woo-wee, but that's okay. We have a lightning lane, which is great.
All right. I did check just in case. Jasmine is definitely not out. She meets at the back of the Morocco Pavilion. She's definitely not out. If I want to meet her, I do have to come back around 11:30. That is when it says her next time is. But I don't know if we'll make it back here. We might. I don't know. We'll see. Next up, nothing in Japan. There are no characters or attractions in Japan. Some great eats in Japan, but no America. The only thing that counts on this list would be the American Adventure. It's like a 30-minute show. We don't have time for that. I wish Voices of Liberty counts, but it just does not. Next up, we are headed to Germany, just because the app has been playing games with me today. Snow White is not listed. Typically, Snow White is on the app, and when Snow White is not listed on the app, it just means that, hey, she wasn't available this day.
Glasses secured, wrap, presents, let's do this.
Nope. No Snow White, and there's not even with those little stanchions either. So I don't think she's meeting today. We keep on moving. Now we've made it to China. There are two different things we can do here on our list. One would be meet Mulan, which I'm now realizing I haven't looked on the app to see if she's even around. But you can meet her here. I'll let you know if we can today. The other one is Reflections of China, which is another similar movie to Canada Far and Wide. It's 360 all the way around to you. Short little movie about everything China has to offer and how beautiful it is. How are you?
I'm doing great. There's such a beautiful weather for training today.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous today. Yeah.
Well, have you been getting your training done too?
I've been doing my best. Honestly, my training is we're doing playing a little game today to meet as many friends as possible.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
really, my training is really just in my legs, getting a lot of steps in.
Well, you got your wonderful armor too.
You know what? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, okay, the door's just opened. Door's just opened. Wow, all right. It was gorgeous to meet Mulan, in that weather, just with that atmosphere. Loved it. Okay, let's watch China.
Okay, so Princess Aurora meets at 1:20. It's currently 1:05. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get in line. I'm pretty sure she might be very, very popular, as EPCOT is the only place where you can meet her currently. So I'm gonna head over there.
Okay, we made it all the way over to Norway. If our timing is right, is it? Oh, it's back up to 55. Oh my gosh, it's at 20 on the app. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to come back for you. There's no way I can wait an hour for you. I just can't. Now we can actually get in line for Frozen Ever After in 50 minutes. Now we have a 1:55 Frozen, I believe. And there's a grace period of 5 minutes, so you can't scan in 5 minutes before your reservation. Mariachi Cobre! Oh, Donald is out, so that's fun. Maybe we'll meet Donald.
Hi, Aurora. How are you?
How are you doing? Lovely.
I saw your fabulous twirl.
Oh my
It was wonderful.
I sure do love you.
I love it.
Or my dream prince and I dance together just like this.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. My friends and I were playing a game to see who can meet the most friends. So I know, but I have to come meet Donald because Donald's number one.
You get an extra point because you met Donald.
Exactly, Donald's number one. So do you mind if we take a picture?
Oh my goodness, she did the spin and she looked so fabulous, straight out of like a dream, once upon a dream. But that was great. Again, I get so flustered because I'm like, the princesses are just so magical. Okay, gotta get my head together. We're doing a rides race. Sometimes I enjoy myself a little too much and I forget what I'm doing. So, got my head in the game. I'm doing well so far, I think. Gotta keep it going, gotta keep the momentum going. I believe I will be heading to the United Kingdom Pavilion to see if I can spot Winnie the Pooh and Alice as they both meet over there. That's the goal. Maybe grab a little something to eat because I worked up an appetite with this rides race. Unfortunately, there's no time to sit and have a little chat with Sage because the park is closing soon. So, whatever I gotta grab quick and still, you know, keep it going.
I'm obsessed with like characters all giving me advice about how to meet other characters. We've done a lot of rides races and no one has really like said that to me yet. They've never been like, well, have you done this? Donald literally said he started jumping and pointing, which I assumed like towards Spaceship Earth. He was referring to Mickey and Friends. He's like, that's where you gotta go. That's 3 points right there. I mean, like, they're actively trying to help me to win. I'm obsessed. All right, another walk-on Grand Fiesta Tour. I'm really bummed that I don't have a margarita right now. I'd like to go and get a margarita and then ride this ride, but we'll just do this margarita list. Grand Fiesta Tour is a slow-moving boat ride where you're honestly just trying to find Donald Duck. Donald Duck has gone missing. The Three Caballeros, they're doing a concert in Mexico City, and Donald has decided to go off and just enjoy the city instead.
Good day from the UK. That is probably the worst accent. I do love a good British accent, but I cannot supply it. But I love the UK because right when you enter it from the France Pavilion, you see the Yorkshire County Fish Shop. The fish here is delicious, perfectly crispy and fresh, and what drinks are made of. And I think I might be getting my snack here. It is very filling. It's one fish, but it's a big fish. And yep, this is what I'm gonna go for my little snack of the day to fuel me through the rest of this rides race. It is the fish and chips. This is available for $13.49. It doesn't come with a drink, but it is amazing. The best fish and chips I've ever had are here. So yummy, so crispy, and so fresh. I can't wait to eat. I'm gonna eat this as quick as I can, but like safely, of course.
Okay, Anna and Elsa says 40 minutes right now. That's better than an hour, but it's not ideal. So I either take the risk and just say, fingers crossed, that it's not actually 40 minutes, or skip it. I feel like I've got time, so I'm just gonna do it and hope for the best. No, I see them outside. That's definitely 40 minutes. What do I do? You know what? I'm gonna forgo Anna and Elsa. Maybe I will come back later, which will involve a little bit of zigzagging. You've been pretty good about not having to zigzag right now, but I might have to zigzag for them. I do think it might be important to grab them because it is one queue for 2 points. That is definitely, you know, typically Quincy and I's rule. If for the Anna and Elsa line, if we see people outside, it is definitely going to be as long of a wait as it says it is. But once you're inside, it can move pretty quickly. Now, Asha meets in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna head to the middle of World Celebration. I said I was gonna save this for last, but it's only a 15-minute wait. So I'm gonna do Mickey and Friends per Donald's request. You know, boom, boom, boom. That's 3 points. Come back in into World Showcase, meet Asha, and then and then go ride Frozen. After that, we'll see what's going on.
That was just the thing to make me feel alive again. Nothing like a good fish and chips and a crisp soda to get me going. Okay, so while I was eating, I checked the My Disney Experience app, and Miss Daisy Duck is meeting not too far from here. She's in the International Gateway, so that is where I'm heading. Oh my goodness, I came for Miss Daisy Duck, but we got Captain Hook and Mr. Smee here. And how can I say no? Whoa! Hi, Mr. Smee, Captain Hook. I am honored to be in the presence of you guys right now. Okay, this is amazing. I'm so happy to see you guys. How's everything? How's the Jolly Roger? Good, good. TikTok Croc. Hopefully you haven't seen him. No, yeah. Stay away from him. No, no, no. Can we take a picture?
All right, so this is Mickey and Friends, one of Epcot's newest meet and greet locations. Wow, no one is here. It is tied to Epcot's Communicore Hall and all of that, those fun things that just opened up in World Celebration. They've got a lot of fun Easter eggs about like old Epcot as well on this, like all around Communicore Hall and inside the meet and greet on here. Just because I think what they're trying to do here is that this is basically a home and like an homage to all things Epcot and the future of Epcot and past Epcot. Like, you know, because we've got the dinosaur from Ellen's Energy Adventure. We've got the fountains from the Fountains of America that used to be here but no longer here. You know, a lot of fun stuff. Anyway, here at Mickey and Friends, you can actually meet 3 different characters. Typically, it's Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy. Sometimes you will find a different character alternating. Sometimes I have once seen Daisy here, but anytime you can have anytime you can wait in one line to meet 3 different characters, it's always a win.
That was such a fabulous surprise! Oh my goodness! The child in me is screaming. Peter Pan is one of my favorite classic Disney movies. And so I asked the cast member, and they don't meet here all the time. It's like a surprise kind of thing. We came at the right time. The fish and chips was the choice.
It's good to see you. I'll get on the side of you because you look. There you go. You got the full fit here. You got everything around you. You've got your robot over here as well. Amazing. Yeah, well, I'm doing, yes, exactly, vacuuming. So I'm doing a challenge today where I'm meeting, my friends and I, meeting as many friends as possible. And so, you know, I've already met Daisy. I'm trying to think of people in your friend circle. You know, I met Daisy, I met Pluto. See, yes, exactly, yeah. And I figured, you know, I had to come meet you guys as well. So thank you for helping me win.
Hello, Daisy. You look fantabulous. Pink suits you perfectly. Could we take a picture?
Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Feeling good? Amazing. I was just telling Mickey that I'm doing a challenge to meet as many friends as possible today. So I'm meeting a lot of good people. And often people call me the Goofy of my friend circle. So I just thank you for being tall and holding down the fort, making us look good, man. Making us look good.
That was amazing. We got to meet Captain Hook, Mr. Smee, and Daisy Duck. What a pair, what a squad. Squad goals, maybe? I loved it, that was awesome. And that gives us 3 extra points. Again, Mr. Smee and Captain Hook, they just came in clutch for me today. They said, we're rooting for you. But we gotta keep it going. So Alice is meeting at 2:30 in the UK Pavilion because I am right near it. I just took a few steps over to International Gateway, so perfect timing because by the time I get there, I can make the line and she will probably be arriving. Oh my goodness, words.
Miss Minnie Mouse, how are you? It's good to see you. You're looking fantastic today. Yeah, you got your bow on, everything. You're killing it. Amazing. I was just telling your friends I'm doing a game with my friends in the park to meet as many friends as possible. And to do as many things as possible. I think I'm like in the 22 mark so far. I've done 22 things so far, so not so bad. But meeting you is helping me win, fingers crossed.
Hello, Miss Alice.
You can set that teacup right to the
Oh, of course.
It's a lovely bow you have on there. It reminds me of
Thank
a
you.
ladybug.
I love yours way more though.
Oh, thank you. Mine just has a bit of practicality.
I love
I always
it.
thought I'd want to paint it blue.
That's a good idea to match your dress. Have you chased any white rabbits today?
Oh, I have. I chased one and he was very cute, so I thought he was late perhaps for a party or something. Yeah, keep an eye out for me.
All right, we're gonna meet Asha now. Asha is from the movie Wish. She meets here in this like little gazebo at the front of World Showcase. Now, after giving like this long speech about like, I don't like to meet characters right at the beginning of their set time because that's typically when they'll have the longest waits. And yet here I am. Hello.
Hello there, my friend.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I actually just finished giving a tour in the kingdom.
Amazing.
See, Valentino likes to join me quite a lot too.
see.
He likes to impress people with how low his voice is nowadays.
Yes.
Isn't he the silliest goat?
I'm obsessed with him, and like I know this is definitely kismet because my last name is, I know everything about star key, like stars, and so my last name is Star Key. So I just figured like might as well just like meet Ash and just like say hi.
Hi, Big Al. I'm surprised to see you here. Oh my goodness. You heard about all the good food and you had to come over, huh? Yes, absolutely. I understand. Same. Me too. I love food. Oh, your guitar. Do I play guitar? I don't. But you do amazing guitar, so I'm gonna leave it all to you.
After meeting Asha, we are headed back into World Showcase because it's time for Frozen Ever After. I think kind of no matter what happens, as long as it's not an hour wait, I think I'm just probably gonna get in line for Anna and Elsa. First, I'm gonna ride Frozen Ever After, then I'll get in line for Anna and Elsa. I'm hoping it drops down because we're starting to get to the end of the day. It is currently 2 o'clock, only 3 hours left of the park day. So I'm hoping people start to, go, all right, well, guess it's gonna close soon, so better leave. All right, it is 30, I'm gonna do it. Just in case. Hopefully it's 30.
Okay, so I walked out of World Showcase and I am here at Communicore Hall and Plaza because I'm gonna go meet Nikki and friends. I think since we've been doing so well with characters, should definitely keep that going. Hi Nikki, how are you? I've been super excited to see you today. You're such a gentleman, thank you so much. Yes, I have you on my shirt. Of course. And Minnie, yes. I have Minnie and you, of course, my favorite, my two faves. Can I take a picture with you? I love this Minnie. I'm so excited to see you today. We have matching bows. You are a fashion icon. You are my inspiration. You are the moment, an idol.
Hello. It's good to see you. How are you? I love it. Well, I'm here on behalf of my daughter who can't be here, but she is a very, very big fan of yours and can sing every fourth word of a very popular song. So thanks for continuing to make magic for me and my family. Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking.
I was just telling your sister I'm here on behalf of my daughter who her name is Violet, and she can sing every fourth word of a very popular song, and that's about it.
Do you think she could teach Olaf?
Probably.
He's a little pitchy sometimes.
Yeah. He's
Could use the lesson.
Exactly. Well, do you mind if we take a picture? Bad news. Well, actually, maybe good news. Hopefully it's reopened. It's closed. Real bad news. And the doors are like shut. Bad news is that while we were in line for Anna and Elsa, Frozen went down. And we did get an experience redemption pass. I'll explain what that is in a moment. But the doors are like shut. And typically they don't shut the doors unless they are expecting a longer delay. So I'm hoping it's not down all day. I can come back. So when a ride does go down and you have a lightning lane for it, and it goes down during the time that you have a lightning lane for it, you will be issued an experience redemption pass. You'll see it on your My Disney Experience app. It'll sometimes come up like as a notification saying, hey, plans were changed on your My Disney Experience app. What that means is that you can use that redemption pass for a different attraction. Now, you can't just use it for any attraction. I can't go to Cosmic Rewind with this. But it will tell you, if you look at See What's Included, it'll tell you what rides you can use that redemption pass for. Typically, it's something within the same type of ride, the same tier. Because it was Frozen, that's a pretty popular one. That is in tier 1. I can use it for basically anything. other than Cosmic Rewind, which again, the only way, we are skipping that today, by the way, because the only way to currently ride it is virtual queue or a single pass, which I don't have single pass, and I felt like the single queue was going to be crazy, but I don't know. So now the only plan I have left until hopefully that comes back up is go to the front of the park. I've got about 2 hours and 15 minutes left, so we'll do Mission Space, meet Star-Lord. We've never met Star-Lord before. Spaceship Earth.
We're gonna do Journey into Imagination, and then we're gonna wait for Figment, who's gonna have his meet and greet at 3:45. So this is a walk-on. Don't need lightning lane for that.
And there she is, Mission Space. Mission Space is another motion simulator attraction. Disney actually partnered with NASA to simulate what it would be like to blast off in a real rocket ship, and this is what was created from that. The ride is basically a centrifuge, which means it spins you around as quickly as possible, and it pushes you back into your seat, creating that G-force as if you're blasting off into space. There are two different versions of this attraction. There is the green mission and the orange mission. So orange is more intense, you're going to Mars. Green mission is less intense, you're just orbiting Earth. I'm opting for the green mission because it's the lower wait time, and because I don't really feel like feeling a lot of G-force today. That's okay. One small step for man, one giant step for me. What? Oh, someone's playing it. That's fun. Oh, I used to love it. I don't know what it's. Oh, the Space Race. There used to be a bunch of these consoles out, and then you work as a team to do these, to do this fun mission. There was people on the stage and playing the game. And anyway, hey, there's an interactive area when you get off the ride. That's kind of cool. I like it. All right, moving on. All right, time to check the My Disney Experience app to see if Frozen is back up. It is! Let's go there. Annoying that we have to walk all the way back, but oh well.
I have been super excited to meet you, and I didn't think I would make it in time, so this is an honor right now, meeting a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Great. Now, let me guess, you travel all this way because you want to learn some of the most awesome dance moves, right?
Love to.
All right, I'm going to show you a real cool one. All right, this is how you make an entrance. So it starts feet together.
Okay.
Step out, step together.
Ooh.
Step out, step together. And then you add a little shoulders,
Ooh.
and then put it all together. And here's the best part. To make the entrance, just start walking a little forward like this.
That is amazing.
Play your favorite song. You'll be good to go.
I love it. What's your go-to song for that?
Oh, Right Bone, Come and Get Your Love.
Yes.
What about you? What's your favorite?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I love it. Yes.
Nice.
That was a dream. That was out of this world. That's better. But just in case you miss it, because it's kind of in a hidden spot, I kind of went around and asked around, and thankfully I spotted him just in time. He's meeting right here, kind of in between Mission Space and in between Cosmic Rewind. Yeah. Amazing. Did you see his moves? He's so funky. I love it. That was awesome.
I am thrilled. Frozen Ever After is back open. We are back in Norway. Let's go. Frozen Ever After is a slow-moving boat ride that takes place after the movie ends. So Arendelle has been thawed. Everyone is friends. Hans has been punched in the face. And Elsa has invited everyone up to her ice palace. You're still gonna hear some of the classic songs you love, like In Summer, For the First Time in Forever. Definitely Let It Go. She's definitely in there.
As I was making my way to Grand Fiesta over in the Mexico Pavilion, I passed by Asha, and she is meeting here. Asha, how are you?
Wonderful. Later today, I'm going to give a tour of the kingdom, and Dolly is even going to join me so everyone can taste all of the amazing cookies that she's been baking.
I bet they're delicious.
Oh, absolutely. She's been making them in the shape of stars recently.
That is perfect.
Isn't it perfect?
How's Valentino?
Oh, of course, he's always up to mischief.
Always.
Just this morning, I saw him walking around with the chickens. I think he's going to try to get them to do another chicken dance.
Probably, I think so. Can I take a picture of you?
Absolutely, of course you can.
Y'all, I'm literally soaked. I do not remember the last time that I got, if ever, got on that ride and came off of it absolutely. Like, the left side of my body is just like gross and damp, and I'm soaked.
And here it is, a Grand Fiesta Tour. It's a slow-moving boat ride, takes you through the sights of Mexico. Beautiful, vibrant, but there's a catch. Donald is missing, and you gotta help the rest of the 3 caballeros find him. It is so much fun, and fun fact, it's actually the first ride inside of World Showcase to feature Disney characters. So, little trivia there, or fun fact.
All right, we're gonna start at the front of the park for this last hour, just in case we're able to make a final sprint to something in the back, like the American Adventure or Beauty and the Beast sing along. But we'll start up here. I think we can only probably get 3 more things, and specifically because Spaceship Earth is kind of a long ride, and well, the festival, short film festival, is definitely a longer one. Here. Okay, it looks like 4:15. Have 45 minutes left, and I think the only thing that makes sense is for me to hop into Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, which is about a 25-minute movie to show 3 different Disney and Pixar shorts. It's super cute. Right now, the 3 shorts that they're showing are Get a Horse, Piper, and Feast. My personal favorite out of those 3 is Piper, just because it reminds me of Violet and like her curiosity right now. She's like almost 1.5, and she's very curious about all the things, and that's exactly what Piper's about, curiosity. Yeah, it says the wait time is 20 minutes. This is it. This is the last one for me. It's gonna take me right up to the very end.
Hello, Donald. I just went on Grand Fiesta Tour, so it was fate to see you here right now. You look amazing. I saw Daisy. She was wearing her pie apron, so maybe you'll have some pie later. Can we take a picture? Yay, thank you.
Absolutely insane luck. Was so kind. She saw me come in. She said, the cast member said, "We're starting the show right now. If you want to run in." I was like, "Yes, please." Okay, it is 4:35. I'm gonna attempt to go to France to do the very last show.
Yay, we met Donald. However, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go and do Reflections of China, as they already started their final showing. That was okay. It was totally worth it, because it's Donald. Come on. So that was great. And that's the end of our day. I'm going to calculate my points. I hope I did enough to at least redeem myself from last time.
Oh my gosh, I made it, and I was wrong. The app said 4:45 was the last show, but Impressions to France is the last show, and no one's in here. Impressions to France is like, that's kind of a longer one too. It's about a 25-minute movie. Again, just like the Canada one, just like China, it's just like a fun 25-minute video all about France and what you can expect if you were to ever visit there and the beauty of it. So, we're counting this. We did it. Hey, done. Woo! Nailed it. What a weird day.
It was, but it was kind of great. I was saying that sometimes things aren't what you hope they would be. They're even better.
I know. Yeah, because no, serious. Because the park closing, like, we had almost no crowds.
Mm-hmm.
The weather was lovely.
Lovely.
It was really an interesting day. I texted her at one point and I was like, everything is almost too available to me, and it's freaking me out.
The strategy was all over the place.
Yeah. I got 31.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I actually think I lucked out. Like, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make this one, and then twice the cast member went, hey, we're about to start if you want to hop in. And I was like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, hey,
Wow.
you rocked it.
Thank you.
Let me be your hype man, and you killed it. You killed it.
You all were incredible.
Oh my gosh.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch Angie and I compete in another rides race, but this time with like giraffes and stuff.
Woo!